Hey everyone, this is Holland Scanner coming at you again. This is thank you for coming to the One Source YouTube channel. And if you haven't subscribed to us, please subscribe to us. And if you haven't gone to our Facebook fan page, go to our Facebook fan page and like us. This is the second segment of relationship that I've been speaking of, or said I was going to be speaking of rather. And it's kind of interesting because the last thing that I left off with was asking the question, relationships, who needs them, right? Because when we actually think about being in a relationship with someone, we kind of forget that when we enter in a relationship, man, we come with a whole lot of baggage. And we tend to think that we don't have baggage, but we do. We are like that person in that movie that is walking in the hotel room and they've got 11, 12, 13 Louis Vuittons being drawn behind them, and that's us. That is really us when we get into a relationship with someone, or when we enter into a relationship with someone. But the question still remains: who needs them? Well, we do. We really do need relationships. Why? So we can feel connected, a part of, so we can feel accepted, so we don't feel alone by ourselves. And you can see when we were growing up, we wanted to be a part of that in crowd, or be a part of, this clique or that clique, because we didn't want to be left out and be segmented or segregated. Even now, kids, children and teenagers do that now. But we still don't understand what a relationship is and why we need them. Relationships were designed for us to learn how to connect with one another, and also how to connect with the eternal. Now, you may not believe in the eternal, and that's okay. He believes in you, and that's all that matters. But again, He gave it to us as a gift, so we can understand how to connect with one another, how to be with one another. When we had our best friend growing up, don't know how that person became our best friend. We could have been thrown into a room with them and said, "Hey, you guys are going to play together," and that could have been our bedroom, our sacred domain, or it could have been on a playground. But then at the end of the day, that person became our best friend. We made a blood pact that we were going to be best friends forever. And then we just, started growing up and realized that now the opposite sex becomes a factor, comes into play. Well, when did that happen? Sometime during puberty, and hormones were raging, and we realized that, hey, she looks cute, or hey, he looks cute. But as we were in high school, we wanted to be with that person because, oh my God, I love him. Oh my God, I love her. I don't know what I'm going to do without her. But we really don't understand the meaning of love. Our perception of love is so skewed, as well as our understanding of relationships. We read in romance novels, see on TV, or the romance movie, or hear how the guy gets the girl and they go and live happily ever after. But what we fail to see is how long it takes to form a relationship. And what we fail to realize is that we need to understand ourselves first before we can enter into a relationship. Because when we do enter into a relationship, either at a young age, or even from high school to college, we don't understand what that meaning of love is, and we don't understand relationships. We don't understand, why did he not like me, or why did she not like me when I did this, did that. I did everything that the romance novel or the TV show or the romance movie told me to do or suggested that I do. I should have the girl at the end of the day. I should have that guy at the end of the day. But it doesn't necessarily work out that way. And our feelings become hurt. And our views become jaded. And then when we enter into another relationship, we still don't understand relationships, and we still don't understand the emotions tied behind it. Again, why do we need relationships? To feel connected, to be a part of, to feel accepted. Well, why? Because that's how the Eternal designed us, so we can understand how to connect with one another and how to connect with Him. And then when we tie our emotions into it, that's when things get really messed up. That's when things get really jumbled. Because then we have to understand what is love and loving. Now we can get the definition of love and the definition of relationship from someone, but it may not be the same as we may understand it. Or it may not be the same as we've come to accept it to be. But we can go to any sacred text and get a good meaning of relationship. And we can go to any sacred text and get a good definition of love. But I would submit that if we don't really know what loving is versus love, we kind of miss the point of being in a relationship with someone. We kind of miss the point of having that connection with someone. But as I continue to talk to you, and hopefully as you continue to listen, we're going to delve deeper into, like I said, the meaning of relationship, why we need them, why we desire them. And understand the difference between love and loving, because there is a difference. There truly is. And I want you to think on this as my time is going short here. Love is a feeling. It can change, and it often does in a relationship. Loving someone is an action. It's a verb. It's continuous. That doesn't change. It's always constant. Always constant. When you love someone, you could be infatuated. Because when you start to see them sometimes, and if they do something to hurt you, upset you, or you do something to hurt them or upset them, or something may happen where that knight in shining armor is, now you're starting to see some chinks in his armor. Or that woman that you've climbed the tallest mountain for, once you get to the mountain top, she's not the same as you saw her from a distance. So your feelings begin to change. But if you're loving someone in a deep connected relationship, it's always constant. Doesn't matter if you're sick one day and you're not feeling all happy, but your love for that person, you're loving that person, it's always there. It's still constant. So think on those two things. Think about the difference between love and loving, our need for relationships, and come back and visit me next time on our One Source channel. Don't forget to subscribe to us. Don't forget to go to our fan page, like us there, and I will see you next time. My peace I give to you. My peace I leave with you. One hope, one love, one source.